So guys, this is what I've been thinking about. iPhones. Why the fuck are they called the way they are? You may think it's simple. I think it's stupid. First of all, the word iPhone. What the fuck does the I in iPhone stand for? Same as iPod, iPad, iMac. What is the I? Apparently, Steve Jobs in 1998 said the word I in the iMac referred to, and I quote, Internet individual instruct, inform, and inspire. So it means fucking shit all. It's a bunch of buzzwords that he threw in to mean for I. Either way, I think that's probably the least stupid decision they've made with the naming their products because it's iconic and multiple meanings of it is a bit of fun. But let's start at the start. The first iPhone. iPhone. Very simple, no number even associated with it. It was just called the iPhone. And the original iPhone only ran 2Gs or 2.5 Gs. So, fair enough. Then the second iPhone came in, which is the iPhone 3G, which I think makes sense because it is the second iPhone, but it runs the updated cellular network. So it's called iPhone 3G, advertising that it can run on 3G networks. And I think that, spectacular. Next one, iPhone 3GS. And I Googled it, and apparently none of the Apple letters after it stand for anything at this point. But people have guessed, and there have been interviews where certain people at Apple have said what it means, even though it doesn't really mean this. It's not official. But the S in this case stands for speed, meaning it is the more updated Pro version. And I think that's reasonable. Speed. So the S stands for speed. We'll get into this. And then next, the third iPhone comes out called the iPhone 4. That is my first gripe. We just forgot how numbers work. So we've gone iPhone, which is the iPhone 1, iPhone 3G, which I think makes sense because it's the cellular network it was running. So, but then the iPhone 4, does it run 4G? You might ask. No, it does not. The first iPhone that runs 4G is actually the iPhone 5. So the iPhone 5 should be the iPhone 4G. But who cares, you know? I do. Me. Fuck him. Hate it. Fix it. Not the point. So we've skipped numbers. iPhone 4. And then after that, we have the iPhone 4S, which has better processing power. So you're like, yes, S for speed again. I see how this goes. No, the S in the iPhone 4S stands for Siri, because it's the first iPhone to have Siri. And I just think that's silly. The fact that they've used S twice, once for speed, meaning the Pro and updated version, and once for Siri. What? Whatever. After that, iPhone 5. After 4, I guess, but it is only the fourth official mainline iPhone. But whatever, iPhone 5. Then you have the iPhone 5C. The C in the iPhone 5C stands for color because it was the first iPhone, like it was an updated model that had color alternatives. You get a different colored shell on the outside of it. Why did you need a whole new iPhone for that? Who knows? Then you have the iPhone 5S, and you're like, S, Siri, speed, everything, Could mean either. No, apparently the S in the iPhone 5S stands for security, because it had an updated security system, and they decided to advertise that by calling the S for security. Still fucking shit. iPhone 6, which is, again, fifth iPhone. I will never let them forget. Then we have the Plus. I think that makes a lot of sense. It's a bigger version. That's just how it works. Then you have the iPhone 6S. And you're like, I know this. Security, speed, Siri. No. The iPhone 6S stands for sensitivity because it has the touch sensor, like fingerprints and stuff. It was the first one to do that. So they decided to advertise that by making it sensitivity. Fucking Jesus Christ. Stick to in lane, speed, security. You can't have all of them. Then the iPhone 6S Plus, very simple, bigger version of the iPhone 6S. Next up, we have the iPhone SE, first generation. And I googled it, SE is just special edition. I don't know why they fucking even need these. Just make it a mainline iPhone. Skip that one, it's shit, boring. iPhone 7, another mainline one. Again, the sixth iPhone, but who the fuck's counting? Me. There's no S in this version. It's just the iPhone 7, iPhone 7 Plus. Very simple. Same as 8, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus. So we've got a very clear, pattern here. We got the iPhone 1, then 3G, and then we went 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here's my next big gripe. Why the fuck do we go from the 8 to the iPhone X? Oh, you may be thinking, iPhone X, Roman numerals for 10. That is correct. The X does stand for 10, but not the iPhone 10. It stands for their 10th anniversary. So it's the iPhone that released on Apple's 10th anniversary. So it was called the iPhone 10. And I don't even hate that as an idea. But because it's the 8th iPhone to release, and we've decided to call it the iPhone 10. But for the anniversary, I get it. But then you can't just go ahead and call the next one 11 like they did, because then it's not fucking numbers. We don't have 11 iPhones. You can't be like, this is the iPhone 11. Where are the other two? Where? Fuck. I just hate it personally. Uh, Apparently, I googled it. The iPhone XR does not have like any meaning at all. Like the R in it doesn't mean anything. The X is obviously the 10th anniversary. They just thought it sounded like sports cars, where both X and S's were used previously to denote like the cool, unique cars, because like race cars and shit. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Then they have the iPhone XS, and again, S means speed here. Back to speed, not security, not sensitivity, not Siri, speed for some reason. And at this point, they went a lot more basic and started going with Pro, which instead of the speed, I think makes a lot more sense. It's a lot more direct. After that, we have the iPhone XS Max, and then iPhone 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max. Again, uh, updated, then the updated version, then the updated bigger version. And then there's a couple more special editions of the third generation and the second generation, and then minis and pros. But fucking, I just think it's ballistic that we skipped actual numbering. Like we literally went from iPhone to iPhone 3, which is fine because it's 3G. But then we fucking went 4, and we also skipped iPhone 9. Crazy. Like even iPads have got it right. Because you have iPad first gen, iPad 2, iPad third gen, iPad fourth gen, fifth gen, sixth gen, seventh gen. Like I think that makes sense. iPods have been able to get it correct for years. Like the iPods Nanos, the iPod Shuffles have been first gen, second gen, third gen, fourth gen. So ballistic that the iPhones cannot keep a straight fucking name, especially with all their shit. Like the I means industry and inspire. Like, ugh. Thank you. This has been on my mind. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe.